Defeated West Rutland squad, and Sarah Walczyk in the circle, Emily Sumner, her battery mate, behind the plate, and we're set to go. I'll take it as long as Mother Nature allows me to. It's very cloudy, very threatening. I don't have a pop-up tent anymore. Cassie Decker is the catcher, and she is also at the plate right now. She's the leadoff batter, followed by Rachel Horn. Poultney coming in with an impressive 30-0 win over Arlington. But we'll see a little more competition here possibly today. Walczyk will go to 3 balls and no strikes. Key to the game for both sides. Very fundamental, sound things. Not a lot of walks, don't make a lot of errors. And that will be ball 4, and the leadoff batter will be on. So Decker will go down to first base via the walk. There is a pretty stiff breeze blowing today also. Now Rachel Horn up, she'll be the right fielder. They're going to have a courtesy runner come in. And I just need to see the jersey number. Now I made the cardinal mistake. I got the complete lineup for Poultney, and then I took their copy of the West Rutland lineup, and they had no substitute, no extra players. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. So I basically, if Paul Dunches, head coach of West Rutland, plugs people in and out, the courtesy runners, I don't have the names of the extra players. So Horn down in the count 0-1, Walczyk. And there goes the runner, and she will be in safe. So she'll be out to second base, and that number 1 is Rainey Paquette. So Paquette is the courtesy runner. Amanda Marcy on deck. Oh, that's a deep shot. Griswold going back and makes the grab on the run, gets the ball back into Lincoln. They're going to throw it to third, and it's going to be backed up by Walczyk. So they'll see that Rainey Paquette will go to third base. Great catch by Griswold with a ball that was driven to deep left field. A lot happening on that play. Now Amanda Marcy up with the game's first run, sitting over at third base, and the base popped up and out, and they're trying to re-anchor the base. Well, this will be a good chance for me to go around the horn and give you the lineup for West Rutland. Sarah Walczyk in the circle, Emily Sumner the catcher. First base is Meg Rickey. Hillary Hunt plays second. Katie Lincoln is at shortstop. Leah Garrick is the third baseman. Brooke Griswold in left field. Tony Girardi is your center fielder, and Christina Harrington is the right fielder. And I'm not sure if they got that thing where they want it yet. No, they're going to go with it. So there is 1 out for Walczyk and West Rutland, but the game's first run sitting down at third base. A potential game first run in that. Foul ball. What a rip at the ball by Marcy. Nicole Boguski is on deck, batting in the cleanup spot. West Rutland with that win over Proctor, and that will be not far enough away from Sumner to let the runner come home. Sumner very quick at that catching position. You know what's really funky is the sky behind home base, which is coming towards me, is very dark. The sky to my left is very bright, and that could be playable. Lincoln, nope, foul ball, just out of the reach of Lincoln and Griswold. Now I would expect Lincoln to cover a lot of territory, have a lot of range, like I just saw right there. Very fast, very athletic. Well, 2 strikes now, I believe, on the count to Marcy. And she'll miss low there. Walczyk told me she threw a fastball, curveball, double knuckle changeup, which I'm not sure what a double knuckleball changeup is. And boy, did that get cranked, and that's going to be foul. So Poultney getting around on these pitches. They just got to bring them back into the right about 2 or 3 feet. Griswold's recorded the only out of the ball game so far with that good catch on the run. That's Girardi in front of me. And that could be Girardi's ball. Lincoln in short outfield to make the grab. The runner cannot come home, so that's a big get right there. It's 2 outs now, as Lincoln was just barely on the outfield grass. Now Nicole Boguski up. She is the shortstop for Poultney. Again, they don't want to waste that runner at third, not get her in. Off the fist, and Sumner just out of her reach. Hit the fence, actually, so it would have been a dead ball. So strike 1 off the fist. There we go. So Walzik will settle in, get set, get the shine from Sumner, and they want the pitch inside. Well, and she got it right where she wanted. She jammed her, tied her up inside, and she went after it. That's an 0-2 count now with 2 down. Runner at third, top of the first, scheduled for 7. We'll see what the weather does. West Rutland trying to retire Poultney here without a run, and that'll be low, and Sumner will just put the glove down and block it. Walzik and Sumner, seniors out there. It's a lot of experience in the battery of the pitcher-catcher here. That one got away from her. Yeah, and the backstop here is very, very close, as you could tell by that right there, to the catcher. So, I mean, the ball, it's got to be a real wild, wild pitch to even chance coming home from third base. And so, again, Walzik. That's on the infield. Lincoln says she's got it, and Katie does. That's the inning. They'll strand one. Will be scoreless going in the bottom of the first. Here, taking a look at the Poultney starting pitcher in the circle, Katie Munger. Cassie Decker is her catcher, and Tony Girardi is leadoff batter for West Rutland. Bottom of the first. Good job by Walzik. And Munger with a strike. Munger is where Walzik won't strike out a lot of people, but she'll let her defense make plays behind her. She won't hurt herself with a lot of walks. Munger is a strikeout pitcher. She's a power pitcher. And she's got Girardi down in the count 0-2. Lincoln on deck. Poultney in the blue in the field defensively. And 3 pitches, strike 3. And that was a great job of turning the ball over and letting it dive to the outside corner. Lincoln up, and then Sumner. Griswold will bat in the cleanup spot. Yeah, Munger, a very, very good athlete at Poultney. So the shortstop, Katie Lincoln, and boy, that's just a fastball. Lincoln can't catch up to it. That'll be strike 1. I'll do the Poultney defense for you here in just a brief second, or a second's a second. She went upstairs that time and couldn't catch up to it. 0-2. The outfield has Rachel Horn in right field, Laura Lyle in center, and Whitney Van Buren in left. So with an 0-2 count, went change up, and I like that sequencing of pitches. I like the way she's thinking. She got 2 strikes with fastballs. One was up out of the strike zone, came back with the changeup, and Lincoln just got a piece of it to stay alive. There's 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the first. And that one was upstairs, a little bit too tall, and that'll be ball 1. The infield has Emma Lamberton at first base, Kelsey Brown at second, Nicole Boguski's at shortstop, Amanda Marcy at third. I already mentioned Munger and Decker the battery. Lincoln will go down 2 strikeouts. And again, just a fastball, elevated it and got her to go after it, couldn't catch up to it. Sumner up, and Munger looking to strike out the side, the top 3 for West Rutland. Munger with a long look in, Decker will step outside, and that'll be fouled straight back. Good rip by Sumner. She was on the pitch, she got a horizontal foul ball out of the deal. On the outfield, I have never seen an outfield play this deep in softball. Now it'll be fouled out of play. I just want to show you where the outfielders are. There's the center fielder, and there's the fence. That's back there, man. But they know what they're doing. Now it'll be fouled out of play down the first baseline, and 2 strikes on Sumner. So Munger bidding for a chance here to strike out the side as they bring out of balls. The umpire waiting for them to bring back some of the foul balls. Again, Poultney coming in with a 3-0 record. And I got a feeling they're the real deal. Oh, yeah. And that'll be off the end of the bat. Beat foul. Sumner's got a good beat on these pitches. See if she'll go back to the changeup now in the sequence. She's thrown a lot of hard heat here. Got the bases clear. In the bottom of the first. Moyer's obviously worked with a pitching coach because she's just got the motion and technique. There is the changeup. Well, I know what I would have called for as a catcher, and that's just what the catcher Decker called for. But no, watch her mechanics, her motion, the release point, the follow through, the whip. She's obviously worked hard with somebody on pitching. Got her. She'll strike out the side, and we'll go to the top of the second, scoreless. getting the ball here from West Rutland, Vermont on Munger Vision. Katie Moyer up. Then Van Buren and Lamberton do up. And Walczyk had one walk in that first inning. Then she had 3 fly ball outs. One of them was a great catch by Griswold. Like I said, the key here for Walczyk, and she knows it, is don't hurt yourself with the walks, but let her fielders do the job behind her, and she can get a strikeout along the way, and then it's just icing on the cake. And she'll set that pitch in there for a strike. Same defensive alignment for West Rutland with Garrick at third, Lincoln at short, Hunt at second, Ricky at first. That's going to be down to base hit. That's going to be through the hole, picked up by Girardi, and she'll get the ball quickly back into the infield. She'll actually run it all the way in. So the game's first hit comes here in the top of the second as Moyer, right on top of the pitch, went through the hole at second base. Whitney Van Buren, the left fielder, now up. And again, they're going to use the option of the courtesy runner. I just got to get the jersey number. Looks like Bria Brusso. Looks like a number 11. So they'll get the paperwork done. It's the umpire doing the paperwork. And Poultney did show that they were going to be aggressive on the bases with that. Remember the runner, the hitter, Decker, that walked in the first inning. Her pinch runner came in, Cat, and I got a feeling we're going to see him steal bases here. Is what I'm trying to say. Sumner with a good arm behind the plate. That's going to be strike called. Runner stayed at first. Was not a foul ball. That was a live ball. Was not a dead ball. So Van Buren will have a swinging strike one. Imagine Walczyk's double knuckle curve, and they try a little small ball there. And I was surprised we didn't see a little more of that in the first inning from either team. It's going to be tough to catch up to Moyer, the way she throws the ball with such control and command of her pitches. They might have to revert to small ball. There's the throw, and Lincoln going to have her. What a great play by Lincoln. They struck him out, threw him out. Yeah, I don't know what the batter's going. She went down to first base, but I believe she was called out. And she was, so they struck him out, threw him out. It was just a great play in the fact that Lincoln stumbled going to second, lost her balance. The throw was in the dirt up the first base line. Lincoln able to, from her knees, scoop the ball and reach over and make the tag. And there's a strike at the knee. Good pitch. Emma Lamberton up now, the first baseman, with 2 outs, nobody on base. Oh, this is shaping up to be a dandy. I hope that weather holds off. Just missed inside. And that's just what the umpire said. See the indication. You want to know where somebody wanted to know where the pitch was off the West Rutland side, and he said inside. Foul ball off the screen and picked up by Sumner. And oh, it's a great day, and I just don't want to get wet. They'll be scooped up low. Actually, I don't mind. I don't want my equipment to get wet, so. But boy, we've got to make in here it could be a Donnybrook of a softball game. And that's going to be out of play over the dugout onto the school lawn. Just strike 2 now in the count to Lamberton. And I hope I copied that out of the book right. I didn't bring my glasses to the dugout, and I was trying to read the writing. Oh yeah, getting to that age. Lincoln charges, fires, got her. They'll retire the side, scoreless going in the bottom of the second. Poultney, West Rutland on Munger Vision. So Katie Moyer, who struck out the side in the first, getting ready to go to work here in the second, will face the cleanup batter, Brooke Griswold, to start off this bottom of the second for West Rutland. And again, I like that. Challenged her with the fastball. Now, I don't know what she throws, but I have seen a changeup. I have seen a rise ball. I have seen something that resembles a drop ball, but it could be a screwball. That's just pure heat right there. I would love to ask her a lot of questions about what she throws and how she got to be so good. 2 strikes on Griswold. And she will hold up on that elevated fastball this time. That defense for Poultney looks like it stayed the same. Lamberton at first, Brown at second, Boguski at short, and Marcy at third. Decker behind the plate, and I'll do the outfield for you in just a second. And Cott, foul tip, Cott strike 3, 4th strikeout in a row. Griswold will go down, and now Meg Rickey, the first baseman, the senior at the plate. That outfield has Rachel Horn, Laura Lyle, and Whitney Van Buren in the outfield. That's great location. Can you see the movement on it? I'm sure you can, because I'm looking at the same thing you are. That pitch tail came inside on the right-handed hitting Ricky, and it had some juice on it too. Let me tell you, a little garlic on it. And right there, she took something off. That was not a changeup, but she did take something off that pitch and got it on the outside corner. And I like the efficiency of her. She's 0-2 right now. Munger is. And that one went upstairs, and Ricky laid off it, and she'll have a 1-2 count. We're in the top of the second. You're watching PEGTV, Channel 15, Public Access Sports. More accurately, you're watching Munger Vision, bringing you softball action today from West Rutland. A couple local teams, Poultney on the west side on that ball right there. And actually, you know, I used to say I try to pick games, A, schools I like, but B, schools that let me cover them, but C, people in the viewing area. But we're on the web, so everybody's in our viewing area now. PEGTV.com, video on demand. And that will be a foul ball into the chain link fence. And we'll stay with the 2 strikes now. 2-2 the count, I believe. 1 out, nobody on. Munger, Katie Munger in the circle, has retired all 4 batters she has faced, all of them on strikeouts. And a very disciplined at bat right here as it goes to a full count. First full count of the ball game for Munger. So Ricky looking to become the first West Rutland base runner. And she will. On a walk, and she had her up in the count and walked her. And she just went and chased Sarah Walczyk, the pitcher for West Rutland, getting her first at-bat. And I can't imagine that Coach Dunches will not be aggressive on the bases. Just the fact, I don't think, and that's just my opinion, I don't think they're going to get a ton of opportunities as far as putting a lot of people on bases today. Now, will he small ball her over? You say, Jer, there's 1 out. That'd be 2 outs if he bunts here. Well, that's why he's getting paid the big bucks to be the coach. What would you do? Well, she went upstairs. She got that. I tell you what, you talk about going up and getting the bunt. Now, Sarah is taller than me. She's probably about 5'9", 5'10", and she needed all that to get to that pitch to bunt. So he was trying to small ball her over to second base. There's no guarantee they'll throw Walczyk out either on a bunt. They're in tight at that corner now at third base. She'll get the bunt down. She'll force Munger to make the play to first, and there's the out. 2 down now. Runner does get to second. Ricky in the foreground of the picture will be at second base. So a good sacrifice by Walczyk, and now Hillary Hunt up. Hillary Hunt, second baseman for West Rutland. Now there's nothing that says she won't bunt. That's on the infield. Munger says she's got it, and that's the threat. But they do get a base runner. We'll go to the 3rd inning, scoreless in West Rutland. We're in the 3rd, and Kelsey Brown up. And that's playable. Hunt says she's got it. She does. 1 down, 1 pitch, 1 down. That's efficiency. So Kelsey Brown will fly out to Hillary Hunt. Now Laura Lyle up. She represents the number 9 batter, which means Cassie Decker, the top of the order on deck for Poultney. And also came in just a tad bit high on that one. It'll be a ball. Well, West Rutland came with the references of having good defense. And so far to me, they have shown it. They've made the plays in the air and on the ground. And they're sharp looking today. Poultney looking real sharp too. This is cool. That's going to be a swinging strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now that looked to me like the double knuckle curve. Now that's what Walczyk told me she threw. I asked Sarah. Now I've known Sarah for a couple years now, or actually more like 4 or 5, but I didn't think she was pulling my leg when she said a double knuckle curve. I thought it was a Ben and Jerry's flavor at first. It sounds like ice cream, a double knuckle curve. But yeah, I think that last pitch was that. And there's a 2-2 count now to Laura Lyle, the center fielder for Poultney. And that will be a walk. That was actually a full count. I lost track of the balls and strikes. So Lyle will be on. That's the 2nd walk issued. Remember, she walked the first batter of the ball game, which is this young lady right here, Cassie Decker. So the 1 out, See how long it takes Poultney before it's sending that base runner to second on a steal. Sumner's got a good arm. She's already thrown one runner out today. She threw, it wasn't Moyer, it was a courtesy runner for Moyer she threw out. There's a strike, there's the throw down to first, and that's going to be thrown away, and she'll be in safe. Yeah, so they tried to snap throw down to first. It was short hopped and got out into right field, and this really opens up the options now. Now you don't have to bunt her over to second base because she's there. Doesn't mean you don't have to bunt at all still. That's going to be up the middle, and Girardi off her glove, and that's going to allow the run to come home. Yep, they're going to wave Lyle in. She's going to come across, and safe at second, safe at home. So, talked about fundamentally being sound in the beginning of the ballgame as a key, and it's an obvious key, right? It is, but right there it came into play. The error on the throw down to first base allowed the runner to go to second, and then that play there allowed the runner to come home from second. So Poultney will strike first. They'll be up 1-0 in third. They're going to bring in the courtesy runner, and she's off. She didn't waste any time, and she'll take third uncontested. So the courtesy runner is Paquette, and she ends up at third base on that steal. Rachel Horn is at the plate, and that's going to be foul. And yeah, this happens fast because I'm running the camera, commentating, and keeping the book. And I like a quick pace, but I tell you what, they got me working some overtime right now to keep up with them. So Poultney with one run in, one out, and a runner at third. Sumner will make the grab in foul territory. Oh, she located the ball, tracked it, and made the grab. That's the big out right there because the runner couldn't advance. As Amanda Marcy up, she popped out to Katie Lincoln back in the first inning. Oh, that's a shot. Griswold will make the grab as I located the ball. That's two good catches by Griswold now, and that will retire the side, but damage done. 1-0 Poultney going in the bottom of the third. I have it down as DP right now. Caitlin Bania up. So Moyer with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And I believe that non-foul ball was a swinging strike. She is not allowed a base hit yet. She's looked sharp. To really be blunt, she's looked real sharp out there. You can watch the mechanics here. See, that to me looks like a screwball, but I don't know that for sure. But that was a good-looking pitch. 0-2 the count, looking for strikeout number 5, looking to retire leadoff batter here in the bottom of the third. Scheduled for 7. We'll see what Mother Nature says. And there's, oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, I don't know, and I'm not criticizing. I do not know how that was not a strike. There, it doesn't matter. She took care of business. Elevated the fastball, got this rise ball up, struck her out. That's the 5th strikeout of the contest. And now Christina Harrington up. This is the first time up for Harrington, then top of the order Girardi, I believe. And that's foul down the first baseline. I'll tell you what else I like about Moyer. She doesn't dilly-dally between pitches. She catches, composes, and fires. She doesn't have too quick a pace. Strike 2. Again, I'm not saying this in stone. It looks like a screwball, definitely a drop ball, but that's got some nasty movement on it. And that'll be fouled down the first baseline. That looked like a changeup. She didn't really bring it down full throttle, but certainly changed pace, and it'll be 2 strikes now on Harrington. She had at least 1 strikeout every inning. 1-0 Poultney, bottom of the third. And that was a strikeout dropped by the catcher. They'll throw down to first and retire her. Yeah, I didn't hear any ting, and I didn't see the umpire indicate that it was a foul ball. And now Girardi up. Quickly 2 down. 6 strikeouts in the ball game with 1 walk. No hits yet. And Girardi was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. I believe 3 pitches. I like that. I like that. Make that deep. Now, it's foul. That was actually almost a decent, really decent bunt. But obviously, the second time through the lineup now, you got to make Moyer get out of a rhythm. You got to make her move around out in the field. You got to make the defense make plays. And I think once you've been through the lineup and you've got 6 strikeouts out of 9 players, it's time to change strategies. Girardi with good speed anyways out of the box. That time it looks like they took the bunt off. The pitch was high, and it'll be a 1-1 count. And no, people think I second guess or criticize. I'm not. I'm just enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the heck out of the game. This is a great game. I'm just filling up airspace too, you know. But God, no, I'm not criticizing anybody's strategies or coaches. I'm just chatting it up. This is a great ball game. So Moyer with 2 down. And in the windup, the windmill, the motion, and that's going to come back to Moyer. She'll make the grab, throw to first. That's the inning. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the 4th. 1-0 Poultney. Nicole Boguski leading things off for Poultney here in the 4th. The game's only run coming back in the 3rd inning. And Sarah Walczyk's done a nice job in the circle. And that's going to be out of play. Yes, it's going to be beyond the, over the backstop, out of play. Again, I talked about it earlier, but you can go to the website, www.PEGTV.com, click video on demand, and you can pick this game right out, watch it anytime you want during the day, any location, because we're on the internet at PEGTV. You can take Munger Vision worldwide. Small ball in it. Walczyk's got to make the play to first, and safe. You know what happened? Ricky, I'm sorry, had to go up the air off the bag. She had to reach up high in the air and pulled her foot off the bag, and that'll put the leadoff runner on for Katie Moyer. Now Moyer at the plate had a single through the hole at second base. Remember, she hit it to the right field side of the bag. Now Boguski did not leave that time, like she's going to attempt to steal. Sumner with the good arm. This will be an interesting matchup right here. That's on the infield. Hunt will make the grab. Runner stays at first. And that's what Walczyk's done so effectively right there. She's changing pace enough so you can see they're off balance when they're hitting the ball. So that she's gotten 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of her outs have been recorded on pop-ups. There's a pop-up there, and did Sumner get it? Oh my God, what an effort by Sumner. She didn't get it, but great effort by Emily. This is Whitney Van Buren. She struck out in the 2nd inning. She's part of that double play, strike him out, throw him out. Back in the 2nd. Lamberton on deck. That's off from Walczyk's glove. Lincoln's got a tough play, and tell you what, she's off the bag, and oh, she was walking to the dugout. Yep, Boguski thought it was the 3rd out, was heading to the dugout, and they almost were able to, if they just noticed a little sooner, could have walked down and tagged her. So that goes as a, went off the pitcher's glove to the shortstop to first. 1-6-3 ground out. So a 1-6-3 ground out, and Lamberton up. She grounded out to the shortstop, Lincoln, back in the 2nd inning. We're in the 4th, scheduled for 7, 1-0 Poultney. Well, that's a shot. Lincoln stayed down on the ball, and yeah, it's going to be misplayed at first. It was a tough job for Ricky. She had to stretch way out, and actually she did a good job of just knocking the ball down and not allowing the runner from 3rd to go home. So that'll be unofficially an E6 on Lincoln, and Kelsey Brown up now. Well, critical here for West Rutland with 2 downs, down a run, and struggling against Moyer to get out of this without another run scored. Chance, Girardi calls for it, comes in and makes the grab. No, she dropped the ball. She made a lot of ground up, but the ball was dropped, and the runners will be safe, and the 2nd run of the ball game will score. And so there'll be runners at 1st and 2nd. A couple misplay balls have cost West Rutland today, a couple runs. So we're going to have Laura Lyle up now. And there's a strike. Laura Lyle walked and scored a run her last time up. Going to be stopped by Sumner. The runners are off and going to throw down to third, and safe. Tell you what, Garrick with a nice sweep tag, but the runner was in there on the slide, so they move up to second and third. Laura Lyle trying to drive in some more runs here. 2-0 Poultney. There's strike two. They're running the third and they're running the fourth. And we're not out of the fourth yet. And that was definitely a ball. Tell you what, Sumner earning her pay today, chasing those balls down around behind the plate like that. And we're set. Pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball out of play. So that will keep the batter alive. That's a good defensive two-strike swing right there. And again, you can see the batter just off balance enough that they really can't step into it and drive it. That's off the fist, and that's going to be caught at third by Garrick. That will retire the side, but Poultney will pick up another run, and it'll make it 2-0 going in the bottom of the fourth. The Blue Devils with the lead. Katie Munger with 6 strikeouts in 3 innings of work. She has issued the 1 walk. She hasn't given up a base hit yet, and she's looking at the number 2, 3, 4 batters in the lineup. Lincoln, Sumner, Griswold. Munger set, and her first pitch is going to be bunted, foul. Lincoln, back in the first inning, struck out. That was her only plate appearance. Again, been very efficient, Munger has. And Lincoln coming down to talk to Coach Dunches now. Did she miss a sign, or is this just a setup like she missed a sign? Or I don't know, but a lot of thinking goes in this game. It honestly, softball, and I've been doing this public access thing since November '95, has been, if not my favorite sport, one of my closest to my favorite sports to cover. There's a slap play, and that's going to be foul. Well, first of all, when you get good pitchers, they're a blast to watch. But then, this the atmosphere and the enthusiasm, but the strategy. There's as much strategy in this as Terry Francona does for the Red Sox. So Lincoln with 2 strikes, no balls. Munger, 6 strikeouts so far in the ballgame. And that's going to be out of play. Lincoln had a good beat on that one. Got out at the end of the bat. Pitcher's outside. Now, the other thing you got to do as a hitter is not be stubborn. If that pitch is going to be outside, you've got to go with it. You can't try to pull it. Got to go with the pitch. Change up gutter. Didn't drop down. She didn't really have tremendous command of it, but the change of pace was enough to throw the rhythm of the hitter off, and she'll have her 7th strikeout. And Sumner up now. She struck out back in the first. Remember, in the first innings, Munger struck out the side. That one stayed high, never came down, and Sumner didn't offer up at it. Griswold on deck. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Weather holds out, we'll go 7. I don't feel a mercy rule game at all. I haven't had a competitive game. That's down to first base. It's going to be an unassisted play. There's a step on the bag. Actually, she tagged the runner coming down through. So that ball went to Emma Lamberton, and she just took care of it. Now Griswold up. She struck out her only time up. Remember Munger struck out the first 4 batters she faced in the ball game. And you see Griswold, little jump rope there, skip out of the way. That pitch came in near her foot. And Meg Rickey on deck behind Griswold. And Moyer looking for the sign. And went the pitch low and inside, and that's right where it was. Foul ball. Boy, I tell you what, she's hitting the target. The catcher setting up. Decker, the catcher. Oh, getting back to the beauty of the game. Actually, Dick Wright, the head coach for Rutland High School, back when I was allowed to cover Rutland High School softball, he taught me a ton about softball and strategy. And he's still teaching people up there today about that. That's just unfortunately not me. Unfortunate for Rutland that they can't get the coverage, and a lot of the community to share in their softball program, and the aunts and uncles and grandparents that can't make the games to be able to watch them on TV or the internet, but that's nothing I can do about it. I did everything I can do in my power. Bottom line is it's their loss. So Griswold with 2 down. She got underneath that one, popped it up. Big run, and oh, what a tremendous grab. What a tremendous grab by Brown as she speared herself into the ground, made the catch, got the out. That's doing it in style, and they're going to check with her, make sure she's still all there. Great job to end that inning by Kelsey Brown with the grab. Top of the order, Cassie Decker up. She'll take strike 1. Decker walked back in the first inning, and then she had a single her last time up. My book's unofficial, don't forget. That's going to be down to Hunt. She'll flip the first. There's 1 down, so that's a 4-3 put out. As Hillary Hunt looked nice and sharp on that play. Now Rachel Horn up. And Horn today flied out twice, once to left field to Griswold, and then once to the catcher in foul territory, which of course is Emily Sumner. Hope you enjoyed all the baseball and softball action brought to you by Munger Vision early on here, this spring sports season. I started to say before, though, I haven't done a good, close, nail-biting competitive game this season. Everything I've done has been mercy ruled or just lopsided. I don't mean West Rutland-Poultney. I mean just all the different teams, different genders I cover. So this is good stuff today. This is fun to watch. That'll be too short, and that'll be a walk. So they'll send Horn down to first base. Sumner's already thrown out 1 runner trying to steal. Poultney's showing that they're going to be aggressive on the bases. And there's been 8 fly ball outs so far in the ball game that Walczyk has served up. It's Marcy up, Amanda Marcy. There goes the runner, and she picked the right pitch to go on. Yeah, not much Sumner could do about that one. It was a wild pitch. So Amanda Marcy to be followed by Boguski. Well, that's a shot up the middle, and Girardi will knock it down. The runner will go to third base, and you see Hunt making sure, and she'll fake the throw, and runners at the corners with the 1 out. West Rutland in a position right now where they got to make just like a basketball. You need a defensive stop right now. Down 2 runs. You're down to your final 3 innings at plate, 5th, 6th, 7th. But Guski can do a lot of damage right here with the base hit. Tell you what, that's going to be a foul ball. Yes, it's over on the baseball field. So that's just a foul ball strike by Nicole Boguski. Boguski's grounded out to the shortstop, and then she had a bunt single. There's the cutoff play. You see the runner stole. Well, no, she did not go. She started to go and then never finished it off. It's the wind picking up a lot right now, really kicking up. And the temperature dipping. I might brought 1 jacket today. Oh, that's just ripped foul. That thing was ripped foul. She almost took the covering right off the ball. I'm almost tempted to ask someone if they got a warm-up jacket I can wear. Brr, it's cold. And I got short sleeves on. In the air, and Walczyk got it. She'll squeeze it, and that's right there. Big out. Runners stay at first and third, unable to move up. 9th ball fly out. Now Katie Moyer up, and she's looking to help her own cause here and drive in a run. She is singled, and she flied out to Hunt at second. Tell you what, they are going to throw down, and just did get back safe. Again, through Sumner's career, she has proven to me that she will throw to any base in any situation, any count. And that's going to be Lincoln. She's going to charge, bobble, throw, and get her. That's going to be a great play by Lincoln. They'll end that inning, not give up a run. They'll strand 2. They'll stay 2-0 Poultney going in the bottom of the 5th. As Munger finishes her warm-up throws and he tosses the ball down. We got some defensive changes here. Let me start on the infield, where Rainey Paquette has gone into play second base. And what they did there was they took Kelsey Brown, put her in left field, and then took Whitney Van Buren and put her in center field. And it's Lyle that I don't see out there right now, so I'm going to assume that Lyle is not in the ball game right now. Fouled straight back. What a rip that was. As I got to flip the book over. There we go. Now I can tell it's West Rutland. That's Meg Rickey up, then Sarah Walczyk, and then Hillary Hunt due up here for West Rutland in the bottom of the fifth, looking for their first base hit of the ball game. They've had a runner on via the walk. Tell you what, she's lost no speed off her pitches here in the fifth inning. I'm talking about Munger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts in the ball game for Munger. We're in the fifth. That's down to first base, and number 10, is that a new first baseman's number? Yes, we have a new first baseman for Poultney. See, if I can't see the jersey number, then I can't keep track of it. That's Margaret Lyle in the ball game for Poultney. She's got a chance now. Paquette to Lyle, there is the out, 4-3 ground out. So they eliminate that leadoff batter. And now Walczyk up. She had a sacrifice bunt. The one base runner was Rickey. She walked. As Walczyk will not be able to catch up to that fastball. See, I'm calling that a rise ball. Now, I'm not sure if she's throwing that 2-seam or 4-seamer with the C, but it's certainly got elevation on it when she lets it go. It's coming up. It's rising. That's going to be the shortstop, Boguski to first, and safe. She's off the bag. Yeah, the throw pulled her off the bag. Now, I'm an unofficial book, okay? I would give her an error on that. I wouldn't give her a base hit. But again, I am unofficial. Now, Hillary Hunt up, she fouled up, she popped up. She flied out. And I don't know, they're going to discuss something as both umpires are being called over by the assistant coach. I think he's saying that she swept the bag with her toe. And I gotta tell you, I am not criticizing them, but there really is no argument there. The umpire is in perfect position to make the call, and really nothing you can overrule on that play. So Hunt up. And so you have a courtesy runner on, and this is where I'll get in trouble because I did not get all the extra players on that West Rutland roster, so I do not know who the courtesy runner is. But a small ball or over, and I'll be bunted foul. No, I tell you, it's the only. They've had a walk, and then they reached on the air, and that's been the only base runners that Munger has allowed. That's a good job of getting the bunt down. One play to first, got it. Runner will scramble back to second. As I think it's raining now. 2 down for Bania. And yeah, it's raining, wouldn't you know it? Son of a gun. So close to be able to finish this off. Well, we'll do it with the umbrella. So Munger set. Foul ball. 2 down, runner at second. West Rutland trying to get him run in here. As Munger working on a gem of a game here. That rise ball will be a strike. Well, she got her in position now with 2 strikes to end the inning right here with the strikeout. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be a good job with 2 strikes of fouling the ball off and staying alive by Bania. So again, we're 2-strike count, 2 down, runner at second, bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Poultney over West Rutland, and Katie Munger, the right-handed hurler, got it. That'll end the inning. They'll strand the runner. As we get set to go here, I've got to catch up to my bookwork. So we're looking at Van Buren up against Walczyk. Oh yeah, and it's gotten nasty out. The wind's kicked up, it's gotten dark, it's raining. And we're in the 6th. And it's going to be down to third base. Garrick throws to first, got her. 5-3 ground out. We'll get things underway here. As I'm just getting situated now, as I had to quickly get out all my rain gear. So Garrick made the good play, and now Lamberton up, or her spot up. Now whether or not it's Lamberton, I don't know. Swing and a miss for a strike. High fastball that time by Walczyk. And he wants the outfield to come in. There's strike 2, same pitch, same results. And Walczyk herself has pitched extremely well here in this ballgame. There's been a couple unearned runs. Well, I don't think they're officially unearned. There's been a couple of misplayed fly balls that have hurt her. But other than that, she's cruised right along. And she'll look for, and oh, strike 3. Got her looking for the second out of that inning, and that's going to be her second strikeout of the ball game. So 2 down very quickly here. Now Kelsey Brown due up. As Brown will take that one high for a ball. Again, Walczyk's worked at a nice pace today too. That'll be in the dirt. For a ball. Walczyk set and off the fist into the backstop for a foul ball strike. All right, all we need to do is not to have a torrential downpour now for an inning and a half. That's all I'm asking. And she'll roll that in there for a ball. And we don't need her to lose control either and drag the inning out. And that's it for orders. Walczyk will get the call at the knee for a strike. Well, looking for back-to-back strikeouts as Brown has flied out to second base and reached on an error in her 2 previous trips to the plate. And she's popped it up. Sumner with the grab, that's the inning, and it's a good inning of work for Walczyk and company. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Poultney. So from the bottom of the 6th, we'll see the bottom of the order, Christina Harrington up, then top of the order, Girardi and Lincoln. 8 strikeouts so far for Moyer in the ball game. She'll go into the windup and ball strike. And she'll get a new ball and get set to go. And well, I guess if you're West Rutland, you're about where you want to be in the order. You're going to get something done. You're running out of time. You got the 6th and 7th inning. That's about it. She'll commit to the swing. She could not hold up on that pitch. It'll be strike 2. Moyer's done a good job of retiring the leadoff batter, I believe, in every inning. Foul ball. You know, let me just go through the book. She struck out the leadoff batter in the 2nd, struck him out in the 1st, also struck him out in the 3rd, the 4th, and then retired him on a ground out in the 5th. So yeah, she's 6 for 6. Well, trying to go 6 for 6 on getting a leadoff batter out. And that's going to be off the fist and foul. And a nice job by Harrington with 2 strikes staying alive. This rain coming down much harder now. And so Moyer, again, she's worked at a nice pace today. That's going to be put into play. That's going to go down to Paquette. The first got her 4-3 ground out. That will retire the leadoff batter here in the 6th, and she'll keep her streak alive. You see the umpire wanting to check the ball out, and he'll leave it in play. Top of the order, Girardi up. And Girardi 0 for 2 today. That means Lincoln on deck for West Rutland. That was Paquette. Made the play defensively to the first baseman. And I forgot, I gotta check my numbers. Let me check my numbers. Number 10, Lyle, Margaret Lyle over there. That pitcher coming high for a ball. Again, first time I've gotten to see either West Rutland or Poultney, and I'm very impressed with both of these softball teams, what their coaching staff has done, and the players themselves. Very good. Oh, she set that one right in there. That was not a fastball that time. She didn't hammer it in there. She just kind of gently set it in on that inside corner. So with a 2-strike count. And I'm sorry, now it's a 2-strike count. Both pitches, same location, same speed. Look like the same pitch back to back. One out and nobody on. That was a changeup. That's going to be down to Marcy and foul ball. It's called foul, and it'll just be sending Girardi back into the batter's box, and she'll get set here for the upcoming pitch. She's got 2 strikes on her definitely now. And that's going to be off the fist into the fence, foul ball, and a great two-strike swing right there. A very good defensive swing by Girardi. That's Munger. See her go to the edge of the circle, then come up on the rubber. Get focused, set. And that's going to be a tough play. Marcy to first, got her. And then Girardi fell over in the bag and seems to be okay. So 2 outs now on that 5-3 ground out, and Lincoln up. She has struck out twice today. You know what I just did? There's all those little black mayflies out. I just sucked one in. I'm so sorry about that. Oh. Okay, I've composed myself out here in center field. Swing and a miss for a strike by Lincoln. Oh, what a beautiful bunt. Stayed in play, and she's going to be safe. See that? I like that. They need something like that to change it up. So Lincoln will be at first base. And I'll tell you what, I have that as the first official hit of the ball game. And Sumner up now. In my perspective, that was a bunt single, and that's the first legitimate single of the ball game. There's a strike. There goes. She goes down to second base, and she will be in there, standing up with a stolen base. So the tying run at the plate in the form of Sumner, as I'm trying to protect my book now and not let it get wet. That could be playable, and caught on the run. Nice job out there by number 2, Rachel Horn. That'll end the threat. We'll go to the 7th, and Poultney still up by 2 over West Rutland. I have it as Lyle up at the plate, and that's fair. Never went foul, and got it. What a perfect bunt. And I'm not sure who's at the plate, to be quite honest with you, because the young lady that was 2 up is not in the game anymore. But that's going to be a bunt single. And bring up the top of your order, and Decker. It's 2-0 Poultney. And they're small ball. Oh, okay. I've got the camera covered up with a bag, and you missed it. Paquette led the inning off. She bunted. Then Decker laid down a sacrifice bunt, and that put Rachel Horn at the plate. And it put Paquette over at first. Now, I'm not sure of what I did or did not get on tape. And if I missed the bunt by Rainey Paquette, it was a beautiful bunt. Yep, Poultney making them play some ball. She'll be safe at first. Yep, she never was on the bag. She's safe at first. Horn will get the run in, and it'll make it 3-0. So they get a little insurance run here. And Amanda Marcy up. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I put a big green garbage bag over the camera because it's raining out. And I can't see the buttons freely. like when the camera is totally exposed, because can't let it get wet. And I thought I'd pushed the button and I didn't, or I don't think I did. So the bunt single by Paquette, and then the 3 bunts in a row have got the run in. Oh, that's a shot. And nope, it's gonna be a fair ball. It lands in fair territory, and Griswold will get to it. But Poultney with runners at first and second now, and just the 1 out. Boguski should be up, because I was doing so well organized wise, and then the rains came, so Boguski up with 2 on and 1 down. And West Rutland gave up a run in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and now 1 here in the 5th. And they'll be high and won't get the call. It'll be a ball. So Boguski will watch that one roll across the plate for yet another ball. Walzik's pitched strong today. She's done very well. She's had a lot of help from her defense too. They've recorded a lot of outs. Oh, fair ball, that was ripped. They're going to send Horn home to second to score. Another run coming in is going to be Marcy. She will score. And Boguski's going to go to 3rd base, and she's going to be safe. She's in under the tag. Great call by the umpire. And you can see Boguski wanting time will get up. And so Poultney here in the 7th has broke the game open. And now Katie Moyer up, so 3 runs in so far, making it 5-0. Poultney and Walzik looking for a second out here, as that ball was hit hard down the 3rd baseline. They're able to pull it and ripped it. See what Poultney did, and I loved it. They went small balling. Safe, another run. They do get the second out, but the run scores, and the runner seems to be injured at the plate. Boguski getting up, and she's going to be okay. So 2 down, but 4 runs in, making it 6-0. And now Van Buren up. Now I'm not second guessing. I just thought, from what I was observed and watched for the many years of doing this, that after a couple innings against Moyer, that West Rutland would have done just what we saw here, just bunt, and make the defense make plays, put pressure on them. Because other than that single that was ripped down the 3rd baseline by Boguski, it's been all small ball here in this 7th inning for Poultney. That's going to be deep in the hole. Lincoln with the throw. Nope. Tell you what, great play by Lincoln. Just get to the ball and make the play even close like that. Of course, Lincoln just a tremendous athlete. That's going to be an infield hit for Van Buren. Now Lamberton, you do up. I don't know if it is Lamberton because I can't see that far in. I think it's Lyle, number 10, but I can't see. There goes the runner. Pitch called a strike. Got her. They got her. That's going to be the inning, but it was a big inning for Poultney. They picked up 4 runs. They have a 6-0 lead going into the bottom of the 7th against West Rutland. And so Moyer looking to finish this off, this one-hitter, unofficially a one-hitter. She's got Griswold, Ricky, and Walzik due up. 8 strikeouts in the ball game. And that's going to be knocked down. Marcy will never get her. That's going to be a base hit. That's the 2nd base hit of the ball game. And tell you what, that was quite a shot by Griswold. She got around and really, with authority, hit that ball. Well, there's the start to a comeback. They need 6 runs to get this thing tied up. Now Ricky up. Ricky walked. She reached base. She was the first base runner West Rutland had in the ball game. Foul ball, strike. That walk took place back in the 2nd inning. They came right on the tail end of 4 continuous strikeouts, back-to-back strikeouts by Moyer, and then she walked Ricky. And tell you what, that just busted up inside and just missed, being a strike. So Moyer with the 2-hitter, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. That's going to be put into play, and Paquette will flip it over, and that'll be out at first, and Griswold will move up to second base. One down now for Walczyk. And she got it to Lyle at first base. Walczyk had a sacrifice bunt and reached on an error, so she's made contact both times up there. And she does this time. Charged, error. Boguski played a little leapfrog. She came up on the ball underneath her glove, and that error will put runners at first and third. So West Rutland with a runner at third base for Hillary Hunt. Again, they're down by 6 to nothing. And I'm not sure what Coach Dunches wants. Is a courtesy runner. And I do feel bad. I don't have a complete roster for West Rutland, so I do not know who the courtesy runner is. The runner at third, if it's a ground ball, make the play at first. Get the short out for Poultney because you've got the 6-run lead and you're after outs right now. There's a strike called, and you can see Decker came up and looked down at third base and looked at the runner back. Hunt down in the count. And he did concede the base, stolen base at second. There's a small ball, and what a play by Moyer. She'll go down in the dirt and make the grab for the second out. On a bunt attempt, she was able to dig it out of the dirt, and now Bania up represents the last chance here for West Rutland. So Moyer not only can throw the ball, she can field her position. Foul, big rip by Bania in a foul ball. Now 2 down, you got to run on everything. Coach Dunch is telling his base runners. I believe it's the first time in the ballgame we've had multiple base runners on. It came in the 7th inning, down 6 to nothing. Big swing. So I'll tell you what, win or lose, West Rutland has shown me they're a very good softball club, and Poultney has shown me they're the real deal too. It was a 2-run game going into the 7th. That's off the glove, coming home and scoring, and that'll break up the shutout as Griswold comes in to score, making it 6-1. That went out from the catcher's glove. Looked like a pass ball. So 6-1 now, and Bania with Harrington on deck. And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to score another run. And that was a no doubt about it base hit by Bania. And there's life in West Side right now as they've struck for 2 runs. Boy, how big were those 4 runs that they gave up, though? In Harrington up. Those 4 runs they gave up in the top of the 7th. The difference in the ball game right now. And are we going to get another pinch runner? A courtesy runner. It does look that way. So yes, we're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Bania for West Rutland. So a 3-hitter now, 2 runs in. 6-2, and wouldn't that be a dandy of a 7th inning if we can go to another inning after this. And we're all set now. There are the 2 outs, runner at first, Harrington at the plate, top of the order on deck. And she went down low to get it, and it's fouled off for a strike. 8 strikeouts in the ball game. The last coming back in the 5th inning for Moyer. And she got her to elevate this time, and they'll throw down the first, and they got her in a pickle. Yeah, and that's going to be the ball game. They'll get her in a pickle. I don't think it was by design. That'll be the contest. So Poultney will hold on. They'll get the 6-2 win over West Rutland, but both teams played exceptionally well. That was a fun game to do. I hope you enjoyed it. Get out there, support your student athletes, and I always support Munger Vision.